my god, I mean, people, it is 2017. The Xbox is not going to catch the PlayStation 4. The sooner you accept that, the better, the easier, the more simple your life will be. I mean, I cannot believe that people legitimately think that this can happen. This is a statistical impossibility. The Xbox One will not catch up, and the Xbox One will never close the gap. But unfortunately, we have people like Kid Smooth, and we have people like Kid Smooth, Xbox followers, Xbox apologists, corporate slaves, whatever you want to call them. They want to throw out baseless claims about how the Xbox One can close the gap. Now, direct yourself to the screen because I have jumped into the lake of reincarnation, and my old persona, Professor Bond, is back because I need to educate Smooth and the rest of these idiots because they simply cannot do simple mathematics and simple algebra. Now, what you are looking at here right on your screen is the weekly hardware charts from May 6th, 2017. Now, this is from VG Charts, which I call VG guesstimates because they don't have all the information, they don't have all the accuracy. It is a barometer, it is a guesstimation, it is what it is. I am not using these numbers as 100% fact. I am using these numbers as a template to simply and merely prove my point. Now, to further simplify things, PlayStation 4, instead of just rattling out numbers like 61,850 and 118,362, we're just going to simplify it by 6, 12, and 3. And Sony's global worldwide sales will be 21. Now for the Xbox One, we have a 4 in the US, we have a 3 in Europe, and we have a donut hole, a 0 in Japan. And that means that the Xbox One's worldwide total sales are a 7. Now, how many more times is 21 compared to 7? To do that, all we need to do is divide 21, which is the PlayStation 4's worldwide global sales, by 7, which is the Xbox One's worldwide total sales, and we get 3. Meaning that X, which X equals Xbox One sales, equal 3P, where P equals PlayStation 4 sales. Meaning that for every X, for every Xbox One sold, we have 3 PlayStation 4s sold. So, if we have 6 in the US, 12 in Europe, 3 in Japan, and a global sales rate, or a global sales total of 21 for the PlayStation, exactly how many more consoles would Microsoft have to sell in America to offset or even come even with the PlayStation 4? Because remember, Smooth's whole point is that Microsoft and the Xbox brand can reassume the old dominance from last generation into this generation. But the only problem with that is the Xbox One is not the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 4 is not the PlayStation 3. But let's play along with Smooth and his delusions and his Neverland theories. How many more times would Microsoft need to sell the Xbox for them to just break even? Not to gain ground or shrink the gap, but just to break even. Well, it's a simple case. If we if we subtract 21 minus 7, then we total out what we need for the Xbox. We would need 18 in the US plus the 3 in Europe plus the donut hole 0 to equal 21. So the Xbox in the USA would not have to sell 4, it would have to sell 18 just to break even with the PlayStation 4. And if you're wondering how many more times is 18 than 4, you just divide 18 by 4 and you get 4.5. So Microsoft from here on out would have to sell 4.5 times more per week than what they're selling right now with the Xbox One, not to surpass PlayStation 4 global worldwide sales, but just to break even. And we all know that they are not going to sell 4.5 times more than what they are right now. That is not going to happen. That is a statistical impossibility. That would mean that they're going to break and shatter US sales records, historic records that not even the we could break, and not even the PlayStation 4 can break, and that is not going to happen. And before you say, oh, that's not theoretically impossible, yeah, well, it's not theoretically impossible for a baseball player to bat 1,000, but has a baseball player ever batted 1,000? No. Will it ever happen that a baseball player bats 1,000? No, because it is a statistical impossibility. Just like the Xbox One, closing the gap is also a statistical impossibility, because in the end what is going to happen is the gap isn't going to get smaller, but the gap is going to widen and get larger.